Today's listserv is the following. Okay, first we're going to go with lots of fun. Second, Jokey McFlokey. Mary had a little lammy. Gordon Greco. Les Nessman. Mary had a jack-o'-lantern. A very vicious jack-o'-lantern. It bit everybody that went by. What was the nature of this vicious jack-o'-lantern? It was a certain measurement tool, and it was measuring brashness, I would say. It's basically a tug-of-war kind of indicator. It's the kind of indicator that someone might say it's one of my rules of thumb. Now, what we learned today from Warren Buffett was he said to people, okay, pick the 25 things you like best to do in your life. Okay? Now, he said, take the top 5 and then get scissors and cut off all the other ones. The other 20 gotta go. He said, focus on the 5 things you like. And that's your tip for success from our billionaire Warren Buffett. Okay, continuing our listserv, letting go of the idea that somehow whatever's going on with you doesn't involve somehow other people. In other words, if you have got like horrible anxiety in you, you also know by one of these ancient wisdoms. Well, it's kind of like as above, so below. But you can say of it, it's just like Greg Braden's idea of sacred mirrors. It's also an idea from Ho'oponopono of Hawaii. That is, if someone in the village is got some kind of a complex, a mental complex involving horrible emotions, then it might express itself as a wart on somebody that's just an acquaintance of hers. Sometimes really weird things happen where these complexes outpicture in the physical. And so, with Ho'oponopono, everybody goes around and just vents. Whatever's on their mind, they vent. And quite often what happens is that somehow what gets vented is related to the person who we thought had the complex. But the truth is, the collective has the complex. It expresses through individuals on planet Earth. And some individuals are very unfortunate because a lot of these complexes seem to go through that particular person. So yeah, some people have it horribly rough. And some people have it horribly outbreak on their face, like it's like pimples or something. Some people used to say, well, it was chocolate, eating chocolate, that gave you zits. No. At least not. No one that age is going to admit that chocolate is causing their zits because they like chocolate. It's a catch-22. So how do you cure these horrible ordeals? Social memory complexes is what Law of One calls these kind of things. Social memory complexes. That would be all of the humans put together, not necessarily on and off world, but maybe, why would there be a difference? Like if you were a human on the moon, you were born on Earth. What if you... what if you were identical to us because extraterrestrials took someone's sperm sample in the 1950s when they abducted someone, and they took egg samples, they put them together in a test tube, or maybe they used the woman and then they just took the baby and created another colony of humans on another star system far, far away. I know, but if you go looking into how bizarre the theories are of how life arose here on planet Earth, there was that one was that kind of an idea that there was some way that somebody seeded human DNA people on many worlds, and we just happen to be one of them. I don't get credit for that one. I didn't make it up. Someone else already made that up, and it was in like a biology textbook. So the whole point is, if like Tin Hat was still coming out today on Facebook, people are talking about Tin Hat things. Some other Tin Hat person refused to even look at the CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, news because it was too conspiracy theory. Interesting summary of my listserv. That is a whole pile of words. Just, if imagine they were just being typed by a typewriter onto a page of 8.5 by 11 paper that they use, office paper, copy machine paper. Let's consider this other item, and that is, let's be more hard on one another. In football, it might be called unnecessary roughness. In hockey, it might be called the instigator penalty. That's like if two people actually get into a fight or a roughing, and if one of them clearly was the one that, the referees have got to decide how to call that. Maybe they've got a guidebook. I don't know. It's an interesting one to Google. That's your last serve, and I am see me.